mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsinosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk.
These sounds.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsinosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsinosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered, indistinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont. But the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
God, she's beautiful. Oh my god. Why don't I have any asteroid to pull for her? Oh. Oh.
Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue. These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
I really love how we can change characters mid-flight. Should do this detail.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
They even got to whisper. And then, so they go for cape. Yes, sir.
Into the spotlight! Perish!
this.
The fight is on! I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
Ooh.
These
Damn.
tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings.
Really does feel good to
It's
play.
more like-
Oh my god, I wanna pull. Fuck. Oh shit, cutscene.
You are from my homeland. What?
That girl just now. That was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathia arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thernoidian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thernoidian was never able to establish influence here.
Who's this?
Maybe
Go
it's
watch
not
it.
that simple. The Thernoidian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions,
I think there's like 3
perhaps
seconds
Mia
delay.
went there. And it was there she
Can't
vanished.
change that shit.
Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Thernoidian's corruption.
Is my mic okay?
Thelova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale."
Well, I'm gonna edit it according to OBS.
In this great
It's not being
Aegon,
directed according to
Lupa
OBS,
is the
so-
protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thernoidian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathia's frequency on her.
Wait.
Later, I also felt the Thernoidian's presence.
Fuck. No, how do I screenshot this shit? Please let me screenshot this shit. No. Wait, how to? Fuck. There we go. So good.
Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of the story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thrunodian's influence? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
I think both are interesting. Yeah, I'll do this. Wait.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cartothea, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it.
Nah, I
These
trust her.
past days,
I trust this fox girl.
there have been
No,
moments
wolf girl.
when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Thrunodian's work, but if something is wrong, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
No. Please, not again. Okay. There we go. Can do this right now. Another tatakpan. Her hair was hiding my face. Oh, another. Hair. Oh, that's much better. Thanks.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
Ooh, such an interesting. Wait.
The knights.
Oh, we should do it.
Let's start! Into the spotlight!
Man.
Here.
Shangri Lupa is fucking meta.
Those blades, spears, and
Oh, why am I skipping? What?
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city,
Hercules.
right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on.
To avoid copyright, maybe. Who's gonna copyright them? The Greeks? Just kidding.
Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted,
What the fuck was that
but
camera angle?
his followers still risked their lives to bring it back.
Oh, Arsenosa. Oh, baby.
In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was
Arsenosa, my
born
one
from the
number
fiery
one wife.
passions of heroes. So, she holds sway over their weapons.
My actual number one wife. The canon.
Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption.
What?
But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing.
Are we getting new sword?
It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it speaks
Cartsetsia? Cartsetsia pala.
power. Needs pain.
He is great. How would you do?
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted, just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as Tacit Discords.
Mind's Eye, who's the caged bird now? Sever!
Bam! Oh my god, just perfect for Changli.
The
No.
tidal blight.
Really wanna get her.
It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
Fuck. I don't wanna grind though.
We'll clear it out
And
first,
I don't think
then check if that sword is the source.
grinding the whole mop will be enough to get her and her weapon. I'm granted, by the way. But I'm like 0 feet.
Make it fast.
Pete. Brother. was this quest anyway? For a second or maybe long?
Lupa?
Is it longer?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Oh? The ice. I really like the ice. Actually, I really like the ice curve. And they're also unique and like have their own designs. It's just so
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
the dark side.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
Oh shit. Fighting her?
Not just knowledge. You still on the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian.
I mean, it was to be expected, you know?
This is something
Lord
only you can do.
Brisbitter. Oh,
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength
oh,
is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday,
I think
we weave time beneath the tide.
the first route
Swim,
you could say,
swim. Wretched yet lovely fish,
or timeline. Yeah, let's just say timeline.
dream deeply in my fiction. On the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
Fuck, creepy as fuck.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score.
Some
O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
man. Alright. Where is she?
A dream?
Where's Lord Abby?
No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage.
Yes, sir, I trust your
The
tweet
warrior hasn't
deals.
learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Kartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories.
Oh, how strong is
The story of the
Proxidus?
great
What the
Aegon
fuck?
lasts only 3 days. Before Kartathea came here, I had
Mr.
wandered
Oakley's purple.
this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea
That's
creature
it.
grows ever
It's
larger.
just too sexy.
Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins?
Wait, no. Wait. I didn't manage to read it. The sooner and that most often half-sea creature grows ever larger as its frozen. Fitted with septiments. Oh. I think not Froxidus. I think this is Christopher himself's plan. Yeah, I don't think Frolova and Scar are involved. Maybe they're just helping him. But yeah, I think ultimately this is just Christopher's plan. Maybe.
Script.
Maybe not.
Yes. This Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another.
Yep.
New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next.
Yes. That's why she keeps like losing her memories.
After Kartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the Dark Tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived.
Yes.
Kartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory.
What is the timeline that she died though? Like she's been consumed by the dark tide. Is it the past or the past or the future? That's what I don't get. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention.
The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off.
Literally after this stream.
But that's not
Yes, I
even
don't
its
have anyone
full
to talk
form.
to. There's no one watching my stream, please.
I once searched for its true form with Kartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced.
Why? Why?
The old district of Septimont,
Wow, hello, wow.
submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this. Quickly. I shall have no one
this shit,
tarnishing
Bucky.
Victory's honor.
Look at this shit. Wow. Now this. Yeah. Oh, no, man. Sorry, let's not be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be fucking weird. Just like 15 seconds that we saw. you're weird, bro. What do you mean, young?
In a past story, I came here with Cartothea.
Nah. Fuck you. Play later. I play later. Live GTA. Finish the heist. I don't think I was streaming that. Oh shit.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
She's in her adult
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop.
Just click this off now.
Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
Fuck, voice typing is big. What the fuck is this?
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on
Really
the
nice voice
placards in the
acting.
arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartothea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I had tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply,
NPC
laughed
looks good
loudly,
as fuck.
appreciated
Like,
sculpture, and
why
lived
they
for the
gotta
hunt.
make NPC looks good?
Men and women feared nothing.
They don't
They
look like
burned like fire,
playable characters,
giving
but
all
like,
their light and
they
heat
look
before
good as
fading.
NPC. They don't
But
look
when
like
I arrived in Septimont,
NPC as
it had
fuck.
already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide,
That's right.
You know what I mean?
My city is beautiful.
For real. Because you're there.
When the autumn
Beautiful.
wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
the Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Renacita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Yes, sir. Yes, mommy. Oh, wait.
No.
You should hear that shit.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
Fuck, voice acting. Damn. She said no. With a period too.
You said it yourself. This is your city.
I mean, yeah, she's right.
Some things only you can do.
Yep. The blue gradient on her hair, on the back of her hair is just, ooh, yeah. Yep, yep. It's beautiful. Because it matches with her eyes and her crown. And she's also banned, so yeah. Everything about this is perfect. Design. If only I had a better laptop or better PC, I could have seen a better effect of the sword. Let's just say effect. Forget the wording. But yeah, it still is beautiful with just 60 FPS.
The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean?
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to
Bro,
do,
who do you think
whether
I
you're weak
am?
or strong,
I am
you
Lord
must
Rizk.
strive for it.
What the fuck? I'm like the god of the gods, you know?
I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help.
I mean, the main character is not the main, but yeah, I am playing the main character.
I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
For real.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
No, I don't want to see her this week.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
Oh, so this is where she lives her frequency, I mean.
All right, Garcia. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
Wait, is she still her? No.
Close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
Good storytelling. I ain't bored.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver Records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only... After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more.
Wait, let me process it. Okay.
Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through,
I just realized that she's
what did
been
the city of
fighting with
Septimont
Gilles this
mean
whole
to
time.
you?
She's been doing all that extravagant moves. Or wait, how do you express?
I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower.
With heels on.
Of course. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and many of the old routes are blocked. But I can try draining the water through the remaining ones.
Alright. I guess this would be the slow part.
Covered in...
Oh, wait. Just like 2 more. Wait, what?
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
Good.
I'll end you! Yeah, with me! Need to check for more patrol units nearby. I hear cowering prey.
Oh, this guy.
With me to victory! With me! Glory is upon us! I smell fear.
That shit was quick to drain. Damn. Even a cans?
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
It is this they like fish. Oh, really is real. Why not fox ear or wolf ears though? Is that is this supposed to be her ears?
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Oh, so both of them were in contact.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know, Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont.
Fuck you, bitch.
Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, we
Fuck
must
you,
make the right
Christopher.
choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
The dead one. Who? Mia?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus' experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Oh, surely. Was control?
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin.
I mean, yeah.
And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
No, fuck you, Christopher. I'll say it again and again. Fuck you, Christopher.
So
it's open.
Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
It's activated already. Oh yeah, it is. Show up was activated in the map.
I hear cowering prey.
I hear cowering prey.
Together we howl! With me to victory! Die, evil! Into the spotlight! Try that again. Triumph at the spear tip! Glory is upon us!
What is your damage? Alone? You just her own? Can I see?
I shall have
The
no one tarnishing victory's
it's
honor.
max. It's the 270. Damn. It actually gives 48. How much does Chang? Yeah, 48 too. Camellia? Let's just exclude him. Okay, 72. Mine. Carlotta's.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared.
Prologa.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueduct.
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Can't get blue anymore. Don't have any answer.
Indeed.
Maybe I'll get just
Decades have
Prologa.
passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is, in its own way, remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself.
The fuck is
I've
that?
already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
Fictitious. Is it the
You
same as
spoke with the
fiction?
Threnodian.
Fic-
Has Leviathan already awakened?
Oh yeah, it is.
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard,
Fictitious.
desperate to grow stronger. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system, even if met with failure. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into
Her
the
eyes
sea
are
before
green.
choking on her own blood.
The fuck? Was it always like that before?
Fascinating,
Damn,
isn't
that
it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference.
Fucking beautiful. Gorgeous. Does that make a difference?
The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna,
Thwarted?
but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life.
I see, so they're like Raguna is a different Trinodian's design. Like there's a separate design for Septimont. There's also a separate Trinodian's plans or Cartathea managed to prevent it, or we managed to.
A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic.
Understanding this.
How beautifully tragic.
Oh, fuck you, Christopher.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely
Please.
curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, that's where the question mark is.
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova.
Yeah, fuck you, Christopher.
This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova,
Predicted.
stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse
I knew he was
fate.
gonna say that.
If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
How? Might kill you afterwards.
Disgusting.
I love
To
that.
treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so
Sir, I agree,
poetic
I agree.
or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
No more? Alright. Where? What? Locked? Fuck you mean locked? Wait.
I hear cowering. With me! To victory!
What? Should I die? Oh shit, there's more.
With me! Together we howl!
Better up, better up.
Ryan! At the spear tip! Bleed, Phil! That's some attack. Into the spotlight! Yeah.
Wait, was it 110 or 11,000? 110 is crazy. Just doing that alone? On her own? Stand, user! Sorry, that's it, copyright. Another one. One hour ago. Where's she crying?
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where
Yes, I don't want to skip this.
are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
Okay, what is happening, man?
But I do. Without a champion and the Lion Beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations.
I'ma kill this.
Why this fruit? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you.
We were raised
No, I
by
don't
them.
think we'll be able to kill Trinogen right after this. since
You
It's only 2.4.
will never understand.
Maybe 2.5. Next.
Proud in battle,
Next battle.
and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you.
Pattern. 2.5 will be a filler patch with like just story quest.
Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself.
7 being a filler again. 2.5. Yeah. I think that will be.
You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
2.5 will be a
No.
filler patch.
Viburnum,
It will be still a fun.
my
Or
flowers.
it will be still a fun patch. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. Why is it that also?
Hush him.
Alright, alright. Well, getting closer to the climax.
I'll end you! I shall fear. Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh,
Can go flash here. Walk. Shuts his. Double jump.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there.
Really pretty slow.
Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands?
Sex lipstick. Back at the start. Like that.
Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me.
Real.
Cartathea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here.
Okay, who is that?
And Mia. Her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others. And I've underestimated myself too.
Will there be a
But you! The arrogance! Thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you!
Oh. That... what do you call it? That power in her voice. Just too...
Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress.
Like the English voice.
My city! Septimont.
Okay, music.
Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartathea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Brother, don't do it. It's like a buffer reality. Did my game bug?
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
Alright. I think another cutscene, yeah.
By the eternal sun, I will slay you!
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was ruined. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Rinascita? Mia Totorend with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. With me, to victory! Into the spotlight! Random attack. Meaningless move. Ryan! And the spear tip! Please, Phil! Try that again.
A human life is nothing more than a screen between life and death. Pray to me!
The fight is on! Together we howl with me! Ryan! And the spear tip! Glory is upon us! Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me. All the bruises of the disbelief. This is a solution to my doubts and deepest fears. Glory's not all about winning, but blazing till we last minute.
मेरे से बग गए
It's real! Both of you are safe.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale.
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Just curious
We're already in Septimon? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
Yes, new vibe.
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Sending there? Oh, okay. Doomsday is gone now. This is the true ending. Alright.
The event that brought forth after that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many. All I remember is wandering the desolate cities. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't. Then in another story, I encountered you after we parted. I awoke in yet another story, in the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged act. It had taken control of me. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to come. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. My death. I had failed to expose the family's match-fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia, and the last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the end. I'm not sure when all, but in those 3 days of the story where Carthea didn't rescue me, I would always die. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Carthea, we wandered the abandoned city, yet in the end, my role was, but before I was lost to oblivion, I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? Many years ago, but Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the dead. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, the Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a... the last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to... Is there anything else you want to know? Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well, though her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body... I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian...
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Carthea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its... It was quite sudden. I found Lupa in the city. She had... We traveled together for a time, and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo, and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended in... Unfortunately, I was unable... I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you... I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the... Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro... Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye. The other, a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be for Lova and... Scar. But how is Scar and Renacita?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to... I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Sept. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but there is something else. Perhaps due to the Dark Time. Now that I think of it...
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Thenodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores. Is that where you're from?
Wait, it is coming to Black Shore?
If it's a place you trust, there's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle.
Can I double? Yep. Oh,
Get off together.
shit.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, you remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the... For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe... It seems like a clue. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxinus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. The Blight Cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning Tacet Discords.
The Dark Tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself.
Wait, what is
Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont?
She's acting mature.
I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's
What?
We travel through a silver veil above the drifting
Oh.
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more, but she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful. Our city, the city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Quest complete.
The power to split.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Actually good. Very cool. Streamer lock, no? Fuck. There's no such thing as streamer lock, I guess. Damn, done it there. Still want more though. Oh, I have food. Not really in the mood. Ban is never full. This is the event. This is tutorial. Yes, tutorial first. Zani Companion story. Yeah, I need to do that. This is
fate has led you to me. The power to split and merge matter.
Time for another adventure?
I'm not really mad at that. Oh, I really wanted Lupa. I really wanted Lupa. But yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna get full with it. Oh. Oh, what is this whiskey?
Oh, smells so good.
Alright, that will be it for my stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. Really enjoyed it, you know? If I had to rate, I guess it would be like a solid like 8.75. You know, there were some slow phases in the storyline. The one where we have to look into the
Today's story is the great battle between a righteous knight and the wicked Drenodian. And the victor is Courtesy the Knight.
However, it's still the 2.2 story though. Yeah, that is still my favorite. Wuthering Waves story. That's just my opinion. Yeah, solid 8.75. It's fun. It's actually fun. The cutscenes were good. The music are also good. It's very much enjoyable. Really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.
Today's story is the great battle between